Hi, it's Michael Dermer. And in this lesson, we're going to talk to you about the expenses you should not skimp on. You know, we talk a lot about different ways to save money and save cash. Well, these are examples of the things you actually should spend money on. So let's get into some of the details. So what are the things that you shouldn't skimp on when you're starting or running your business? You know, after all, we're always trying to find ways to cut our expenses and minimize our cash needs. But there are certain things that are so critical to your business that you really shouldn't cut corners on. And here's a couple of them. First is your business plan. You know, your business plan is really your roadmap for how you're going to be successful as a business. And of course, you can absolutely go on the internet and download templates. We have templates for you in the community that you can use for your business plan, right? But creating a really tight, well thought out business plan is really going to be your calling card with lots of constituents that are evaluating your business. It might be with investors, it might be with customers, it might be with potential employees, it might be with advisors, right? So don't skimp on your business plan. It might be worth it spending $1,000 or $2,000 going out to a business coach, right? Who's seen lots and lots of business plans, who can take what you've put together and give you really good, critical feedback on how to make your business plan that much better. Another thing you shouldn't skimp on is validating your idea and testing it, right? Remember, you're going to invest money, you're going to change your life, you're going to involve your friends and family in this entrepreneurial venture. It does make a lot of sense to actually test it a little bit. You know, large companies, when they roll out new products, they'll do market research surveys, they'll hold focus groups, right? All of that is designed to give them a better idea of how their product's going to do. Now, you don't have the dollars to do all that, but there are simple ways that you can do it, and it's not worth cutting corners for this. Think about using some of the survey tools that exist on the internet to survey potential customers. You might go into a LinkedIn group or a Facebook group and use a survey and ask them about the price of your product or the different features or functionalities of your product or service, right? And you can get really great feedback and maybe even give them an incentive for giving you that type of feedback. You can also hold a little mini focus group, right? You can bring together a couple of friends and family, and you might even be able to just buy them lunch or dinner and give them get really good feedback on whether your product or service is going to resonate in the market, okay? Whatever you do, don't skimp on testing your product with your potential customers. Next is your product, right? Your product or service is what people are going to actually buy, and it's just incredibly important that you deliver that well. So even though we might want to say, hey, I can skimp a little bit here or skimp a little bit there, think of me standing in front of you right now and doing a video, right? We've all seen videos on YouTube, and some of them are incredibly professionally done, and other of them you can tell that are done in someone's backyard on a laptop, right? There's a difference. How your product or service is delivered really shows if you're really serious about helping your customers solve their problems. So don't skimp on delivering your product. Now, you may want to deliver a minimum product to the marketplace just to get some feedback, and there's nothing wrong with that. But instead of delivering 5 different ones, maybe take one of them and really nail it. It's incredibly important not to skimp on how you deliver your product or service to your marketplace, okay? Next is employee morale. You know, in an entrepreneurial venture, we're all working really hard. And we as the founder, no question, we're motivated, we're driven. We never think about our morale. We just kind of keep going through life and doing it, right? But think about all the people around you. They may not own all the equity of the business. They may not see it as clearly as you do about the opportunity for the business. You really have to be sensitive to how those people are feeling about what's going on. Get their feedback. Do little things. Even something simple like taking everybody out to dinner and not talking about work, or understanding the things that they see that can be improved in the company, all which can really add to company morale. But don't dismiss it. Take it seriously and don't skimp on this area. Another area that's really important to stay focused on and not skimp on is your finance, right? Most young companies can't afford to have an internal finance person or a CFO. But this area is incredibly important. It relates to how you bill, how you collect, right? How you keep track of things for financial statements and taxes. There are tons and tons of people that do this really well. This is an area that you shouldn't skimp on. Go get a part-time CFO, There's third-party services that provide that at any time that you want them that you can outsource. This is actually one of the things that really weighs down people from spending time and energy on their product and service is all the accounting and finance things that need to get done. Make sure they get done. Don't skimp on them. And the same thing exists with respect to legal matters. There are certain things that you absolutely can do on your own. You can set up your own company on your own. There's lots of services that do that for you. We name a bunch of them for you here, right? But when it comes to certain things, like for example, if you're going to file a patent, right? Those are the types of things that it might be worth not skimping on and going to outside legal advisors to take care of it for you. So these are just a couple of things that you should really think about that in your constant battle to save money and to have more cash available to grow your business, the areas that we've mentioned here are the ones that really aren't worth cutting corners on. And in addition to these, we've listed out a whole bunch of others and some other ideas for the different types of things that you should not cut money on, and those are all available inside this lesson.